right, can I hear myself? Hopefully. I got this right this time. I am. I'm definitely hoping I got it right. I'm gonna just assume. Maybe not. Let me turn this on real quick. Shout out to Cuddy for this immaculate haircut though. I definitely needed it. Let me see. And I'm supposed to have G on her today. Supposed to have Magic, and my little bro supposed to join in too. All right, let's see. Hey, look, them boys on time.
What's happening?
I sure appreciate it.
Can y'all hear me good?
Okay, yeah, I can hear me. Yeah, I can hear you, Magic. Okay, Lou, you say something real quick.
Mike.
I can't hear you, Caleb. But while you get that figured out, man, again, I definitely appreciate you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Who? Me?
Yeah. So again, welcome back to the Everyday Purpose, the the Everyday Person. Goddamn. This is episode. What is this? 4, 3? I don't know. I'm doing it every day for 30 days straight. And today we're going to talk about what is walking in your purpose, right? Because we hear the quotes going around, all the Instagram captions that people use nowadays, and people always tell you to walk in your purpose. People always tell you to, follow your dreams, follow your heart, things of that nature, and blah blah blah, right? But what does that mean to you? Like, what is walking in your purpose, right? Because right now, I feel like my purpose is to check people who be playing with me. That that is my purpose right now, is to let people know to stop playing with me. Like, but that doesn't, put me on the path to greatness, or does it? Do I got to check a couple motherfuckers to be like, say, man, I'm on a path that you cannot get in the way of right now. So I gotta hit your ass with the Heisman, get out my face, so I can attain or reach, whatever goal I'm striving for, right? So, like, what do you think? Like, when somebody tell you to walk in your purpose, what do you hear?
You start with you,
Anyone?
Caleb?
I can't hear
Yeah,
you.
you good.
Okay. A lot of people still trying to figure out what
Okay, I can hear you now.
walking in your purpose even looks like. You know what I'm saying? Some people do know, but I think Nip said it best. Like it's like in life,
Okay,
your purpose is really a marathon. You know what I'm saying? And there's no limit to
right.
whatever purpose that you have, and whatever it is that you feel like you need to do within it. And if you sitting there saying like your purpose is right now is to check people that's playing with you, shit, let's check people that's playing with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So So you said it's a marathon, right? So do you believe your purpose is just it's lifelong? Like, as you grow, as you continue to go through life, your purpose just evolves.
Yes, I definitely think your purpose evolves as life goes on, or it might devolve. I mean, I think it depends on the individual. I think it depends on where you are in life. You know what I'm saying? Um, One of the things we talked about, like with this crossing perspective type deal I'm doing, is I got plans to really kind of highlight some of the shit that we do on an everyday basis that affects how we move. And I feel like it's a lot of people out here with big dreams or big purpose or big things for them to do, but the things
Mm-hmm.
that they have and that they put into their body affects how they react or how they move within their own purpose. You know what I'm saying? So showcasing that is I think something we all
Right.
can do
Because
together, bro.
lately, man, I've been hearing, right. So lately, I've been hearing all the positive quotes, man. I've been hearing all the motivational speeches, right? And sometimes a lot of that falls on deaf ears, man. It's like I get what you're saying, but that's not what I want to do right now. So when we do things that don't align with whatever our purpose is, am I able to say that it doesn't align, or is that just a part of my purpose too? Like whatever I'm going through.
Hmm.
I have to
That's,
fuck with
yeah,
shit that
that's
don't align. If it don't align with
You
what
know,
you got going on, you don't have to fuck with it.
I don't think you said what, Caleb?
If it don't align with what you got going on, you don't have to fuck with it.
Right, but what a lot of things don't align, right? We would be that's true, right? But a lot of things don't technically align, right? Like I can just tell somebody your attitude don't align today. Like, so do I just leave them alone for that day because it's not a part of my purpose? Do I try to figure out what's going on with them? Is it case by case? Like when I'm like walking in righteousness, walking in your purpose, like that. It sounds good, but what is that though? Like it's a good quote, right? It's a good thing to be like, yeah, I'm walking in my purpose. Like I think we all get the gist of that. But when you ask, okay, so what does that mean? It's a lot of, well, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so what are you supposed to do? Like, is that a plan? Is that just something a good to say to boost your self-esteem in the moment?
It's different for each
well,
Or
people.
person.
just
Okay,
says
yeah, it's different. It's definitely different
doesn't
for each
align because
person,
a
bro.
lot of people live life by preference, right? So he says we live life by preference, right? So I think a lot of times, like when we walk in our quote unquote purpose, like we don't I don't think that's a glamorous journey, bro. I think a lot of that includes like sacrifice, the struggle of saying no to this, saying no to that, to truly get what you want, right? Because when I hear walking in my purpose, I'm going toward like whatever my main goal is at that time, the end goal. Or is that just my spirit, right? Or is that just my day to day life, how I let things affect me? Like, is it overall?
It's a little bit of everything, a little bit of all that stuff you just named, because every day ain't gonna be the same. Just like you
That's not
said
what
on day one, just like you said
everything.
on day one, you
Okay.
feel like
So if you, right,
just like you
Trina,
said
I
on day
appreciate
one,
you.
you feel like
I definitely do. Gotta have you on the panel one
each
time
day is
because
an hour.
that's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to make use of whatever time you have, and you not gonna feel
Jesse
like
said, I don't know how to put
today.
it on the screen yet, but
Like,
I figure it out. Um, Hold on, right quick, Magic. Let me say this
okay.
with Jesse. You said you may not like the things that you're dealing with. It doesn't mean that you're headed in the wrong direction. So basically, he's saying like, yeah, you may not like what's going on. You may not like, sacrifices or something you may have to make, but that necessarily does not mean you're going in the wrong direction. You can still be walking in your purpose, but things may not be going how you want them, or it may not be as glamorous as it seems. I think,
Hmm.
you know. So, like, okay, so Caleb, right? If somebody was to, if you were to tell somebody, I'm walking in my purpose, what does that mean to you when if you say it, when you hear it, what do you say?
Shit, to me, what it means, shit, what I'm put here to do. And you know what I feel like I'm put here to do. Fashion and shit like that. Anything with design, art,
Right.
that it would mean I'm doing something within what I feel like I'm put here to do. So that's what I would think when I hear.
Hold on. Let me get it. Brody, bro.
So with you, bro?
What's good? Can y'all hear me, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Nisi.
What does it sound like?
Yeah, we can hear you
Sounds
good.
straight. We can hear you.
Appreciate you joining in. You know what I'm saying? We got my little bro. Please don't get twisted. It's still my little brother. You know what I mean?
Hey, you
But
feeling the
like I
way,
was
Magic?
saying, bro, that,
I think I got a
personally,
lag on
like
the what's the
walking
name?
in your purpose.
Magic, I see you
Yeah,
looking down.
man.
You feeling the way?
We had a conversation.
Oh no, I'm good, bro.
You
You know
sure?
what I'm saying? Yeah, I got some shit going on
Lag
right
up.
below. Y'all can't see that, but yeah, I'm
No,
straight.
I saw you look at everybody, then like look at the I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
nah, you
yeah.
stupid, bro. Don't make me go put it
Man,
on, dog.
that man getting it bad on the clock. Listen,
Yeah, I see
yeah.
it though. All over the place.
But what you do, man, is just you can just hit mute, and then when you get ready to talk, just unmute it.
Okay.
That's all.
I got you,
Yeah.
bro. Got you, bro.
Bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's like I can hear everybody, but it's like I got a lag, bro. It's like it's like a reverb or something like that. I can see everybody talking like live, but it seems like when it's coming through on my end, it's like I'm getting like a big lag on my shit.
Right. All right, so I'm gonna remove you and then add you right back. All right. Same thing. But yeah, Magic, what about?
All right, now what's up? Can y'all hear me now?
All
Yeah.
right, we can't hear you now though. Oh,
That's on me. That was on me. My bad. What's up, y'all?
okay, yeah, we got you. You good.
Yeah.
So yeah, as I was saying, bro, G is the one who told me to talk about this. He said, like walking in your purpose. What does that mean to you when you tell somebody you walking in your purpose? Like, what does that mean?
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
So like if you were to tell somebody you walking in your purpose, right? Like you on your path to righteousness, um, what do you hear or what does that mean to you when you tell somebody you walking in your purpose?
I mean, it's just really from the perspective of the beholder of the eye. Just we all come from like different places and different backgrounds and stuff like that. So like when it come to these terms and when it come to these like Quaker terms and stuff like that, depending on who you're really talking to is what's gonna be whatever the definition is. Depending on their upbringing, depending on upon their parents, depending on their environments or their situations or where they from. But if you're asking me my personal opinion, it's very simple. So it's really only two things that you can really do in life, right? And if you think about the nature of the reality that you made up in, it's either black or white, or it's either up or down. You can either turn to the left or turn to the right. And basically what that means is it's a duality in things. You can either do one or two choices at every split second of the opportunity that you get to live life. So when you walking in your purpose, that means that you can either do one or two things.
Right.
Either you can walk in truth or you can be walking around a liar. What that mean? All right. Every day we tell ourselves that we gonna do something, right? You wake up, you look in the mirror, right? Whatever your routine is, you have your prayer, you got your
Right.
meditations, you have your whatever it is. And in that time and in that moment, that's where you get your dreams. That's where you get your visions. That's where you get your goals. That's where all of your purpose starts, and that's where it gets manifested, right? So we all see ourselves doing different things, right? Let's just say occupation wise, I want to be a executive or when I do my meditations and when I do my prayers and my visions, I see myself being an athlete. I see myself being an engineer, a designer, X, Y, and Z, right? So all of those things that you get, those are your purposes, or those are your drives, or those are the things that's God given directly to you. We don't all get the same visions. We don't all get the same dreams. We all are given a path. And how do you see these paths? Some of us we daydream. Some of us we have visions. Some of us we have night dreams. Some of us we pray. Some of us we meditate. So whatever like the mechanism that is used to get your purpose, it just depends on whatever that person is. Now, after you receive that, you got one or two choices. Either you're going to do the things that are necessary to fulfill that purpose, to fulfill that goal, to fulfill that um purpose of your life, right? Or you're going to do the opposite of what it actually takes to fulfill that goal, to fulfill that purpose, to fulfill that promise. So if I'm a man and I'm getting these visions that, hey, I want to get married and I want to have 3 children and I want them to be separated by 3 years apart, 4 years apart, right? That's a purpose that was divinely given to you, right? That's a purpose that was
Right.
given to you and you only. Now, when you wake up in the morning, you got one or two choices. Either you can walk in those footsteps to manifest that, or you can do the total complete opposite and take the steps backwards to not manifest that. So when you walking in your purpose, bro, you have to either do things in truth, or people call it righteousness, people call it um honesty, right? You got all different type of names of what you want to call it. Or you can walk in lies or in unrighteousness, or uh we got all different kind of terms that we call it on the streets. Think about it, bro. How many times have we as people we gotten our purpose already, bro? Right? So most of us we struggle with trying to find our purpose. You don't already got it, bro. Right? The thing is how many times do we get these purposes? How many times do we get these dreams, goals, aspirations, and visions, and we don't do a damn thing about it?
True.
You receive these things and you do the opposite, or you receive these things and you tell yourself that you're going to do something, and then a week later you find yourself not doing it. Or you have these goals to where you need to be consistent at continuing to get these things, and then 6 months later you find yourself doing the same bullshit that you was doing 6 months later. It's very simple to me when you talk about the concept of walking in your purpose, bro. You actually have to make the decisions and do the things that's necessary to make your vision and your purpose manifest, right? So let's just say, all right, you get a dream, you get a purpose, bro, to do anything, bro. You get purposes every day to do anything. Man, I got a purpose, bro. I'm gonna take the damn trash out.
I'm gonna get up and go to the store.
I'm gonna get up and
Something simple.
something simple, right? Something simple. And then it comes to that time, bro, and then you didn't even fucking do it. So that right there, you chose, right? In that instance, you chose to lie. You chose to lie to yourself. You chose to lie to your visions. You chose to lie to your dreams. And matter of fact, not even just lie to yourself. You rejected it, right?
Mm.
You refused it. You
Mhm.
um you you said, you know what, I'm gonna choose a different path from the path that was already given me. And when you add those up, those little rejections, right, those little stubbornness, those little lies, right, and you add them up over a year, put another year on top of that, put another year on top of that, put another year on top of that, then you get the result of that. But if you want to really walk into your purpose, those things that's giving you, you have to continue walking on that road, and you have to continue stacking truths on top of truths on top of truths. First person you need to be honest with, bro. Be honest with your damn self, bro.
And G say that shit all the time. It's like
Real talk.
you can lie to everybody else,
You
but
can lie to
don't lie to
everybody else.
yourself.
You can
Please
lie
don't
to
lie to
everybody
yourself.
else. And lying feel good, don't it? I mean, be honest, bro. Let's just keep it a book. That shit feel real good, don't it? Because when you lie, you gotta finesse that shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? You gotta,
Lies be
your masteries that you have to come up with, fool, to convince yourself that,
Yourself that
you
you
know what I'm
gonna do some
saying,
shit you know you're not gonna do is
bro.
that you're gonna
it's
convince
Lies
kind of
can be
yourself to
insane
simple,
when
go
you
do
bro.
think
some
about
shit,
it.
and you ain't gonna do it, and we know it's wrong, but it feel good though. We got to get that feeling up out of our system, man, because that it shit don't really feel good. It feel good to the flesh, but to the spirit, we all know at the end of the day, bro, like, nah, man, that's just not right. I got to get back on my purpose. I got to get back on my drive. That's that truth that's speaking to you. So you just got to continue to walk in that shit. Like, think
So if
about
I'm hearing you correctly, bro, from what I heard, your purpose is every day, man. Like your purpose is
it.
everything,
Mm-hmm.
Your purpose is you, like you said, if the things you want to get done, it could be small or big. Your purpose is every single day when you get up. You have a purpose to do something, to get something done. It can be as small as, hey man, I said I was gonna cook today. When it's time to cook, I'm at goddamn Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking for something to eat. I'm at churches or some shit, but I got the chicken in there. I could have just cooked it. You know what I mean? Like your purpose does start with the small things, and then it can breed into something. It can manifest into something bigger. Because if you ain't doing the small shit, you ain't gonna do the big shit you saying you want to do.
And
That's
that's a
real.
battle. And that's a battle, bro. Think about that shit every day, bro. That's a battle, bro. Like, each and every one of us, we can see our higher selves, or we can see the best version of ourselves. We can look at ourselves in the mirror, bro, and see it on an everyday basis, whether if it's physically, whether if it's mentally. I mean, that's our God given ability to be able to see the good in us. The challenge is to do the actions that will manifest the best in us. That's the hard part about it. So when you think about every morning, you see the best of yourself. You see what I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. And in our mind, it's clear as hell. In our mind, it's like, oh shit, all I gotta do is bam, bam,
Hey,
bam,
you
and
know what,
then
bro?
it's done.
When you think about it, you really can see your vision clearly as fuck. Like
Easy,
when you want something, right? When you
easy,
really want something, you can see it. Like you can almost like you can just grab it out your thoughts. Like you can just
Yeah, real
grab it out
shit.
your head. You can see it clearly. But as
Hmm.
soon as that first step happens, it's like people will not even convince themselves that they just won't do it. They'll just go in a totally different direction of their purpose. When it is clear. But what you think, G? What do you think as far as in walking in your purpose?
Well, I mean, being put it on the money, I feel like a lot of people don't know their purpose. That's really a big question. It might be a little question for people that walk in theirs, but it's a big question to people who've never just sat there and thought about purpose. Because a lot of people will probably say like, you know, just thinking about it, just the first thing you might say is, taking care of your family or going to work or like things of that nature. But I think that's things you pretty much have to do on your everyday anyway. So I don't
So you
really count like,
saying you saying like people are making up a purpose because they never truly even thought about what their purpose is. Because
yeah,
as you get older, you
Mm.
do realize like of course I'm supposed to take care of my family, but yeah, you get fulfillment out of that, but is that's just a part of that is a part of your purpose. I mean you should take care of your family. You should, get
hmm,
things in order in the house, but that technically isn't your purpose though. That's just a part of
hmm,
your everyday responsibilities of life that you have created for yourself. But that is a good way to look at it. Like how many people have even sat down and thought about what do I want out of this life? What do I want? And it doesn't
yeah,
have to be some grand thing. I don't need to be the biggest actor or the most famous person. Just like, what is my purpose that fulfills me in life, right? And how do
Yeah.
I walk in my righteousness in a way to where I can get that without doing things that put me in certain predicaments to where I take away from it. I think,
Facts. No
you know.
facts.
Yeah, that's a
So
good
it's
way to
like
Facts.
put it.
like you said, I mean, your purpose is everything, though, man. Like, and I do wanna, I mean, I don't want to challenge anyone. I don't be one of those guys, and I challenge you. I don't challenge you, shit. I got too much going on. I have too much going on in my own life to challenge you to do anything, you know. But
Nah,
if you
people
just
people
think
should
about it
challenge
throughout the
themselves
day,
though.
just ask yourself, hey, man, what is my purpose? What
What
is
is
my
your purpose? Just
vision for myself?
ask yourself that for real. Because purpose is supposed to help you feel fulfilled, man. Like that purpose, walking in your purpose should be a source of fulfillment, you know. And what's crazy is if you look around, you might ask yourself and not know, but you can look around and see other people's purpose, but people can't see theirs.
That's true. Jesse said,
Hmm.
he said, I think they know. They just want or think they want what they see other people have.
Correct.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
in today's society, man, we started off with social media, right? We really didn't grow up with social media, right? So now I think everybody's purpose is, well, I see they got that, so I want this, or I want this, or I want that, because everything is, and we see everything, like we see everything we could potentially have. And I think that changes our perception of what our purpose is because we see what everybody else has,
Facts,
Hmm.
you know?
facts,
And then one thing too, when you talk about your purpose, when you really think about it in life, right? You're not really commanded to do a lot of things anyway. Most of the times when it comes to these purposes, it's coming from these ideologies that's been given to us to
You can
make
keep going,
us
bro. I'm gonna be back right in like 2 seconds, but you got it.
believe that we supposed to be doing certain things in the first place, right? So if you think about all right, um um we associate our purpose with our careers, okay?
facts,
Like
facts.
meaning that we get our life fulfillment based off of our daily occupations on the way that we survive. And
Hmm.
those two do not need to be in the same bed together because they are two different things. So let me
They can
put it
be confused. Yep.
correct. So like let me put it to you in one way. When you show up on the job, right, you are not the same nigga who you is when you at home.
Facts.
You know why? Because that's just what you do to live in this system, this capitalist system that was created for us to live in, right? You have to do certain things in order to be able to survive and get the coin and be able to live, sleep, breathe, everything costing in society, right? But for most of us, we mistake that for being our lives' purpose, right? Oh, I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to be in this career. I was supposed to do X, Y, and Z. Nah, bro, that's just how you survive. That's just the God given skills that God gave you to be able to survive in this place, right? But your
Right.
real God's given purpose is very simple. First of all, as a man, every man got the same purpose, bro. It's to be able to provide for your family. That's what you're supposed to do, but that is one of your purposes, right? It's to be able to provide, it's to be able to protect, it's to be able to grow and for strength, right? The backbone of a lot of things, as we know that as a man is. It's not that when you think about that, that's not your occupation, is it? No. That don't have nothing
True.
to do with how much money or whatever career that you have, does it? Nah, not at all. But that is a part of your purpose. And when you think about it else, what other purpose can you really think of what we actually supposed to be doing? And when you think about it, it's not a lot of it's not a lot of things. Life is very simple. Life is basic. Life is just like that tree that you have right in your front yard. The leaves grow
Right.
and do their job in the spring and in the winter. And when it's time for the winter in the spring and in the summer, and when the fall and the winter come, bro, They do their job and they hibernate. They got an easy job. The same thing is with us. The same thing is with humans, with being in this world, bro. Our job is easy. It's the ideologies, bro. It's the programs. It's the education. It's the influences. It's the religions. It's the everything that comes and
Politics.
politics,
Yeah.
sports, uh, all of this stuff. And I'm telling you that because off of somebody who was at one point in time brainwashed, bro. I thought that my life's purpose was sports. And y'all seen me growing up my whole life and shit, bro. I made it all the way
Yeah.
into the highest level of highest levels just to get
How's
there.
that how's that transition for you?
Nah, and that's basically the reason why I'm saying that. Get there and to make a career out of it, all to realize that at the end of the day, it wasn't shit.
Mhm.
Mm.
Just it was just a
Hey,
job.
that's
It was a
Jesse
job,
said.
bro. It was a
Jesse said
career.
that's why people spiral when they unemployed. Hey, you
Hundred
remember when you
percent.
lost that job?
That's
Life
fixed.
life
That's
got
a
hard same
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
And
That's a
that
fact.
what you
unemployment check
mean?
gonna last for
What
so
you mean
long.
you
That's
let
a
me
fact.
come into work
Yeah.
on Friday? Fire me.
Bro,
What are you talking about right now?
we we
Now I am
we put our
angry with
careers, my
everybody.
nigga. We put our careers and our jobs as our livelihood when really in our minds the shit's supposed to be flipped backwards, bro. Yo,
Mhm.
your job, your purpose of and who you are, bro, supposed to supersede what you really do for your career. And in this
Right.
society, right, they done flip that shit upside down against us. That's why, bro, motherfuckers walking around with mental health issues, bro, with anxiety problems, bro, depression problems, all this shit. Because I mean, the system is flipped upside down now. And if that was your basis of life, hell yeah, shit getting hard right now.
Right.
But when you really, really think about it, bro, when you really think about it, we talking about you and your tribe. I mean, I just ask y'all when you talk about your purpose as being a man, when they talk about you and your individual tribe, like how hard is that? And do you do you do you have to think twice about your natural God-given abilities as a man when it comes to your tribe? And I'm talking about your family, your children,
Really don't.
X, Y, and
Now
Z.
that's instinct. It's instinct for me.
Instinct.
It's nothing.
It's like you just like when animals born, bro, they start walking immediately. When it comes to your family, you immediately you kind of know what to do. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't have to second guess
Mhm.
that. I think we do
Nurture.
I think we do just overcomplicate things because even when you truly and I can say maybe once or twice I truly started to walk like in what I would consider my purpose. Just every day I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That shit kind of your
Mhm.
aura kind of changes, bro. Things do become easier. Stuff becomes like a lot simpler. It ain't as stressful. You don't care about things that really do not matter. You know what I mean? Because I can't even really see it no more. You know, I guess when we not walking, in our purpose, everything bothers us. We notice all the things that we shouldn't be noticing. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not
Mhm.
truly focused on our everyday purpose and getting things done in the way that fits us best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Like
getting things done in a way that's effective.
effective too.
Mhm.
That's true.
Mhm.
So like can you
I
can do
think
you
I
can
think I
you
think
tell
I
when
think a
somebody's
big
walking in their
reason.
purpose
I
though?
think a
Or
lot
is
of
it just like does that like exude off them? Are you able to see that? Like, like nah, are you do you gravitate to that? Like, nah, him right there or her, they getting shit. I can tell, I can feel it. They getting shit done. You know what I'm saying? And I think you can. I think you can feel
Yeah,
it when
yeah,
somebody is
yeah,
yeah.
like, nah,
absolutely.
something changing or they mean what they say or they not bullshitting in a
I
way.
think the fear of failure, I think that shit like stick with a lot of people. I think a lot of people is scared to fail, bro.
That's true.
Do you think they scared to fail or do you think that's
Mm.
just an excuse not to start? I think
Nah, I
people scared
think
to
there are
start.
people. I don't. I doubt that because I think some people start and they don't follow through and like you
Right.
said, you got to be consistent with it. But I think that failure be big to some people, not all people. I'm saying there are some people who just like, bro, they done came to a point in their life where they like, bro, I can't fall, bro. Like this shit'll
Right.
be bad if I fall.
And do you? I don't know about y'all, but I have noticed like when I do what I say I'm gonna do, bro, shit do fall into place. Like the things I
Hmm.
be trying to attain or get when I do what I'm telling myself I'm supposed to do. it just happens, right? But it's not
Mhm.
like, oh, today I'm getting what I want. No, the steps and the plan
That's
just come
real. That's real.
like mistakes. They don't feel like mistakes. They just feel like, okay, this didn't work. I'm doing this now, and things just start falling into place.
Mm.
And it always works like that. It never
Yeah,
fails. When you doing what you
yeah.
telling yourself you're supposed to be doing,
I
things
think that's a
will.
great way to understand walking in your purpose.
And to your point, Magic, Jesse said, he said people practice self-sabotage daily. Oh, that's a bar. I'm using that as a caption.
That's deep.
That's
That's
true.
going on
That's
out
It
here.
deep.
is deep.
Why Jesse
We
not
lie,
in the chat?
That's
Why he
going
not
Yeah,
in the
for
live?
hey,
we lie to ourselves every day,
for
Jesse.
real.
We lie to ourselves
hey,
every day.
that's going on a
Every
Cut
day.
caption,
up,
but
Jesse.
appreciate it.
Every day.
Appreciate it.
Jesse, why you not in
Turn
here,
your
man?
camera on, man. What you talking about?
Yeah, you tripping.
Is he here?
No, that's a
Yeah,
Yeah,
fact.
he here.
he in
That's a
a
fact.
He self sabotages his
He
camera.
in the
I don't
chat.
know
I
what's
see he
going
in
on.
chat.
He just want to text.
yeah.
Yeah, he in chat.
Joe said he was about to join.
Okay, I'm trying to get Kane on this hoe. Text your cousin, Magic.
Uh,
Yeah, G, go into more detail about why you wanted to talk about it. I'll be right back.
I wanted to talk about it because I've been thinking about it. and I've been thinking about purpose, and like I said, when you look around, when you have a lot of time to yourself, it's a lot of time because we're all family oriented people. Magic, Keys, Taylor, Ben, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you don't get a lot of self time to reflect on stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it might be my age, it might be whatever, but I know I've been reflecting like, on purpose. You see what I'm saying? And if you're walking in it and the steps to get there and everything like that, and then it's easy, like I said, it's easy to see other people's like but when I say it's easier to see another person's purpose than yours, is especially the people that you know. We can take Ben for example. I literally seen Ben from Pop Warner to high school, college to NFL to him doing big things right now. That's easy. That's easy. I don't even have to know the details, but you can see other people's steps. And sometimes you can't see your own steps. Sometimes it takes people like Magic and other people like to tell me, yeah, bruh, I see you doing this, I see you doing that. And you might not even see yourself doing that. But you can see somebody else like I see what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's
A great deal that come with you walking in when you walking in your purpose, bro. Like you focus just on that. I think the outside noise goes to a minimum when you walking in your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
hmm
people tap you on your shoulder and say, "Hey, man, do you see this going on?" And you really didn't see it going on. That's how deep you were in your own purpose. And
yeah.
to
Magic
to
had to tell
reflect,
me.
is all a part all about how you grow. You're gonna reflect, and because if you gotta believe that you're gonna fail at everything that you try, bro. But you can't think that when you fail that's just a recipe for disaster. I think just like Denzel say, you just learn from the mistake. You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of you reflecting. As you're reflecting, you already learning from the mistake. Now, how you move forward, I mean, that depends on how you reflect it. But I mean, what sense and purpose is it to reflect on something and then go backwards when you can just walk forward? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, reflection could be part of the purpose too. Reflection for sure. There go Joey.
Joe with that OG
The
LM on. Yes,
OG
sir. Joe with
element.
that OG LM on. I sure appreciate that, my boy.
Welcome, Joey.
We
Support.
appreciate it. So, because
What's up,
Welcome.
Joe?
of course, the bro came in and gave us a word,
Oh
gave us
yeah. Hey,
a
Hey,
good
he knocked it
sermon
out though.
here today. You
hey,
know what I mean? And detailed it as good as anyone could. But Joe, like you've been listening in, so if you was to tell me or somebody was to tell you to walk in your purpose, what do you hear? What does that mean to you?
walking in a person's in your purpose, I say is being like your true self, right? Just like you was explaining, like, all right, we go to work, right? And we be this different person. You want to always be your authentic self, right? So I think that's part of the reason of everybody, need to be in their walks, in their purpose. And just to touch bases on what you were saying earlier, uh, about going to spiral, you know, when you're unemployed, because like some people are put in certain positions, right? And they're scared. They're scared as hell to fail because I'm responsible for this, and this. If I fail, it's all gonna go into shambles. But now, you know, that I'm older, I'm understanding more. It's time to, you know, take those necessary risks, you know, all or nothing, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So you have to come in with the mindset like, I'm not gonna fail. You know what I mean? Nothing will get in my way. Nothing will, cause me not to succeed. And I'll be very successful. And as I was mentioning to you earlier in the chat, so also being in your purpose is not only lucrative for you, it's lucrative for others, right? That's the full definition of being in your purpose.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this, you know, behind the scenes, but I'm really on that right now. Like,
I see, and I am proud of you for sticking with it and getting your own level of understanding through it. I am Latrina. What up, Trina? Trina said Proverbs 24:16. For a righteous man may fall 7 times and rise again, but the wicked shall fall by calamity.
yes,
So,
indeed.
That's deep. That's real though. I like that.
man, so like it does sound like walking in your purpose is easy though.
It is.
It
Like
sounds like it.
It,
Like
it, it,
it does
it
sound
is.
like it.
It
You
is.
know, I said at the beginning of the
Yep.
show, little bro, like everybody,
It
I said,
is.
man, what if, like, I feel like right now my purpose is to check niggas playing with me. You know, it's like sometimes I do give in. Sometimes I do give in to, I don't always stay on the yellow brick road. You know, this black road is where I need to be right now. You know, and is that bad?
That's straight
Is
up.
that still a part of my purpose though?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not. Because you
Can
you,
can
you
can
never
No,
can
no,
can
it's
can
not.
can
you never want to put
hey
yourself in a position,
can failure be part of your purpose?
huh?
You
Can
said can
failure be
failure
part of
be
your
a part of your
purpose?
purpose?
Failure. I would say
I'm
yes
I'm
because
asking you every
if
I'm
you
asking everybody.
no. So failure is imperative, right? So that's the only way you'll be able to learn and adjust and get better from whatever you failed in, right? Okay, this didn't work. I'm gonna try this. Cause I know for a fact this not gonna work because this made me fall to this level, right? I need to stay even kill. So right. So once I'm here, ain't no way but to go up, right?
Right,
There's no way.
Chanel, what
Right?
up?
You know what I mean? So failure is a part of it. But
I,
it's
I,
scary though. It's scary, you
Ben,
know.
what you think, Ben?
I just think we just need to change our perspective when they talk when we talking about failure. Like,
Hmm.
um,
What you mean? What you mean?
so like
Break that down, young king.
when you think about failure, that's a negative connotation.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, real quick. Right before you, because I think you and Jesse saying the same thing, though. Jesse said no, but the lesson is the lesson. No, but the lesson to overcome fear can.
Hmm. Yeah, that
I
that's
agree.
what failure is. It's like if you think about that word and you think about the way that we use that word,
Hmm.
failure
Hmm.
is often what comes with negativity and failure.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
failure is the opposite of perfection. So if something is
Mm,
not in perfection, you have failed in
that was
some sort of
good.
right. So
That was good.
it's either failure or it's either perfection. But the failure the um is not a negative thing and a bad thing. Failure is the ability to see what percentage you are at in order to get to that perfection. So if you check in your dials, right, you got 30% failure. Well, you understand that that's the amount of failure that needs to be cleaned up. That's the amount of
Right.
um, 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 that's the amount of training or that's the amount of correction that needs to be corrected in order to get to the perfection thing.
Mhm.
So when we talking about like the negative connotation of failure, in all actuality, it doesn't exist. It was something that was given to us to keep us in a certain type of a mind frame. So when those shortcomings or perfections do come, we in our mind have been trained to run away from that particular thing, or to get us off the path, when in all actuality is that you were on the right path. You just needed to experience that to get to perfection. Just think about like a young child walking, right? Trying to get up, bam, you fall. Technically, nigga, that is a failure to walk, right? But was that a negative thing? No. Nah, the positive things in that failure to walk in that one time was the child actually got up. And then the child took another step, 2 steps, 3 steps. And again, when we when we're younger, failure, that type of failure is celebrated and it is used for motivation.
True.
It only flips when we become older. When we become older, now we are expected to fail, right? So when the child is getting up and the child is walking and the child fails to walk, right? Falls down on the ground. What's everybody around them doing? Oh, get up. Oh, come on. Oh, it's okay. Go ahead. You're right there.
Extremely
Just
encouraging.
just you We're being encouraged at that time because of that failure. How the perspective of it, how we look at it is, we don't look at it as a negative thing. We look at it as a thing to continue to go and to perfect whatever it is that you're trying to do. It's
And
at
it's
that
just
point,
like,
to bro, where we get older, bro, and we become adults, right, per
right.
se, in
Mhm.
age. Then that whole dynamic flips. You fall short of
Niggas
something
just become angry.
to your perspective in
Real
life.
Like
shit.
angry at
Real
Now you
shit.
everything.
now
Real
you,
Just
shit.
think
now
about
you
when
got
we in the
everybody
gym.
around you, instead of telling you, man, get your ass back up, bro. Hell no, bro. You
Right.
got that shit. Now you got everybody. Oh, I told you so, bro. Oh, I knew you was gonna fail. It's just that perspective of things. If we learn how to change that perspective back to how it was when we was a little child, bro, understanding you got on that bike ride, you bust your ass, bro. You nigga, you failed of riding the bike the correct way, bro. Right? But guess what? Your homie's telling you, nah, bro, you got that, you good. And even in your mind, you didn't even think about it as a failure. You thought about it as motivation. Hell no, man, I'm finna get back on that mud,
Right.
man. I'm
Mhm.
finna get to it until I learn how to do it. When we
Right.
get
Like,
older,
listen,
bro,
I'm finna
our
hit this
perspective
with.
changes on that, and,
I'm
and, and,
about
Real shit.
and that's very detrimental to us, bro. Very detrimental.
so
That's
so
real.
going in on what you said, right? Jesse just says the ideology of failure is taught, right? So is that once we get older, you're right, man. We get older, things start happening, and we just get negative. We just get angry. We get bitter at everything, and it sticks with us in how we go about our daily life, man. We can be like when you be in like the grocery store and shit, and everybody just mad. You know what I'm saying? Ladies don't smile at you no more, and nigga, you see a dude and you kind of look at him, and say, what's good? Nigga, look at you like, what you mean? It's like, nah, nigga, good morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do
Yeah.
we change? How do we change that mindset? Is that something you just got to start practicing every day? You got to be aware of it.
It just sound like you just want to hand out some slaps, man. That's what it sounds like to me.
So hand us yeah. So just pop a couple niggas out, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Wop 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 wop.
Straight up, but
I think
with
one
it,
way how we change it is community, bro. So it's always gonna start small to something to where it's gonna spread. Negativity is the main frequency that is used upon these airwaves to pump in our bloods and pump in our minds every day. But if you got a small community, let's just say us six that's on this line right here, if we start pushing the different um the different perspectives of things, then that's how you start to get awareness to start to spread to other people, or awareness to start to spread to where it needs to spread to. Community very important. You'll see one person do something, and then you'll see another person do something, and that's how things spread. It spreads through
Mhm.
communities, right? Little cliques and little packs of people or individuals that's on the same similar type of mind frame, and they all commonly in one thing doing it at one time. The influences that each person that they have in their own individual network, it'll start to spread to them, and it'll start to catch on. So community is very important, brotherhood very important, the camaraderie of
Facts.
not just hanging out, but like the camaraderie of change and
Fellowship.
and fellowship. That's what
like true fellowship, like
true
good
fellowship, true brotherhood,
spiritual fellowship. You know, not things
community.
that we see where just like real bonding amongst your peers, bro. That's it. I think the art of that may be lost somewhere too, right? Because you
It
like a lot of
is.
us have been the way I look at it, bro. I look at it like I've been blessed to have a group of friends that I've had for a long time, right? Like a long time. And as you get older, you start realizing a lot of people don't have that same foundation. That's why
Mm-mm.
because like you said, community, there really isn't no community anymore. Everybody think they know each other from social media and shit. And
Mm-hmm.
you don't, I don't know you. I really don't know you. You know, I can't reach out and touch you if I really need you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Once
to
they
be
have them, they
able to
not good
have that
people.
is
No,
what you
that's
say, Kalu?
real. That's real.
What you say,
Say it
Kalu?
again, Kalu.
I say, or if they have them, they're not good people.
That's
You can
true.
have people around, they just, if they're not good people, what's the point?
Right. But you know, like back to the purpose, you know, like the purpose and the point, man. It when you really think about it, you know, it is simple. Well, for me, like when I think about it, what I want, what I need, the everyday little goals that I have to get up and do to reach my purpose or fulfill my purpose. Because I don't think you ever, I don't think I need to say that anymore. I don't think you technically fulfill your purpose. I think your purpose is just, it progresses and it changes as you get older, as you progress and change in your life. Like once you reach one goal, the next goal is up. And if you're walking in your purpose, the next goal is always in sight for the most part. You know what I mean? You know what you want. Like, hey man, I want this house. You get once you do whatever you need to do to get the house. The next goal, typically, once you get the house, is already in sight. Like, you know what I mean? Like your purpose is there. I want to be a better man for this. Once you start walking on that
Mm-hmm.
purpose to be a better man, typically that next goal is already in sight. We just lose sight of what we doing. We give up on the purpose. We start getting, like you say, we start getting lazy. We don't wake up on time. Hey man, I'm gonna go to the gym today. I don't go. And one day, and bro, one day is a month. That's how fast time goes. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
Like
Real
time goes
shit.
by fast, and I think we get so stagnant
Real shit.
that we
Comfortable.
give up on our purpose without even realizing we have gave up on our purpose. And then, like he said, we
Mm-hmm.
start lying to ourselves about what's going on or about what's the reason why we ain't getting certain things or why this is happening or that ain't happening. And once you can lie to yourself, once you can convince yourself of some shit that ain't true, hey, you got a long way to go to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
the journey get long.
the journey get
Longer.
long once you can convince
Long.
yourself of something that ain't
I,
true.
I,
That shit just depends on your level of discipline.
That's true too.
Some some people got different levels of discipline, but discipline can be in many forms.
True.
I think the people who tell themselves they're gonna do something and they don't do it, well, you lack discipline. I mean, because I mean, if you sitting there, if the doctor say, oh well, you have cancer or you have this or that, you jump on it like that. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
don't care like what somebody throw towards you. If you think, oh, my life is on the line, then you're gonna stick to that. You're gonna be as disciplined as you possibly can be. But
mm-hmm.
what makes you think your life is already not on the line? Why does somebody got to tell you you're diagnosed? You
So
know what I'm
basically,
saying?
Bullshit.
so
Hey,
basically, what
that doc
you're
tell
saying
you
is,
some shit. You throwing all that fried chicken out. You throwing all that shit out. That
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
steak,
saying?
all the
You
soda,
don't want it. The
so
smell don't do
all the
nothing no
chips,
more.
all the snacks. Everything has to go.
you just gave the keys to everybody, right? And listen what you just said. You said treat it as a life or death situation. So if you approach it like that, right,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna stay disciplined and you will never fail. And then one thing, we're gonna take failure out of our vocabulary, period, right? Because in order for you to fail, that means you stop completely.
Got to give up.
Yeah. But if you're constantly getting back up and getting on your grind and getting better and better, improving,
There you
that's
go.
called progression. We're progressing, right? So us as men, God made us right to always reach for new goals, new goals, new goals, new goals, new goals. That's how everybody is in this world, right? And another thing, also, what we get misunderstood too, like we base our purpose off of other people's success, right? You want to be
Mm-hmm.
in your own standing when it comes to your purpose.
You really want to start your own
I agree.
film?
Yeah.
I
Yo,
agree.
You know.
yo,
Well, Jesse with another quotable. He said, "People choose the same storyline every morning. Just
Mm-hmm.
wake up. Yeah, I'm gonna be the same nigga I was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing different.
hey, but that
I
shows
think
you're consistent though.
Nothing
I
different.
think
I'm
when you
just, you
got
know,
young children, I mean, your storyline is gonna be what it is. You
Yeah.
have young children, you know. I think if you don't have young children, you wake up to the same storyline. You know, that's kind of insane. You know, I don't.
what's the quote? What's the quote? Doing something over and over again, or doing something the same
It's
way and expecting
insanity,
different
insanity,
results.
Insanity.
Is your
insanity.
definition
Yeah.
of
Doing
insanity?
something over and over again, expecting different results
That's
is the
what we doing in the
definition of
workplace right
insanity.
now.
I want to read this to y'all. So this is this is the Black Dictionary 1924. This is the definition of purpose, right? Remember, because I remember when I said with these words, man, these words can get tricky when we're talking about that. So, say the definition of purpose is the reason of which something is done or created, or which something exists. And then it has all of the similar words that means the same thing as purpose. I think
Right.
a lot of times with these words they get like like a narrow view when in all
Mhm.
actuality these things are very, very broad. So similar words that they have to purpose is motive, motivation, cause, your grounds, your justifications, intentions, aims,
Mm,
Mhm.
objectives, goals, your plans, schemes, your
Mhm.
ambition, aspirations,
mm, mm,
desires, your wish, your hopes, your usefulness, your value, worth, your gain. So all they is all the same. Basically
Right.
saying what's your motive and what's your intentions. We just have to separate ourselves from the motives and the intentions that was given to us by outside sources and start to pay attention to the motives that's given to us by God and that's directly given to us in our minds, that's directly given to us in our spirits, in our dreams, in our visions that we see ourselves every day, that we take more of a honest look or be more obedient to those aspirations or goals rather than trying to go outside of nature and go outside of ourselves and fulfill these ambitions or fulfill these goals or fulfill these purposes that are given to us from outside sources. Um, and where do these outside sources come, bro? They come from everywhere, man. They come from where we growing up. It could be your mother and your father. You know,
mm-hmm.
you got led to certain places
That's real.
and you were
That's real.
raised
That's
and you
real.
were
I
under
agree.
the authority, right, of their powers. So you know, you want to be, you know, if you had some type of a legal guardian, man, that raised you, hey, you just have to be thankful because that's just how it is. But once you get to the point to where your consciousness starts to kick in and you're able to start to think for yourself and you're able to start
Mhm.
to understand really who you are, then you have to
Mhm.
start being obedient to the purposes and goals and visions and dreams that you receive on an everyday basis that comes from God. But these outside sources that tells us that we're supposed to be these things, we're supposed to look this way, we're supposed to be this successful, we're supposed to do this X, Y, and Z. None of those things have been given to us strictly from God. All of those things are outside sources. And those outside sources to try to live up to those things are very hard because they go against our nature. That goes against the nature of the man because those things are coming from outside sources. That's why you see a lot of us really as men, you know, not fulfilling, or, living up to or all of these things that these outside sources put up on us,
You
especially
put
the
on
black
you,
man,
and
right?
none of that
They put
matters.
Especially
on
the black
you
man.
in all actuality, a lot of that stuff really goes against our nature. Some of those things are good things, man, that's put up on you. I'm not saying every outside thing is bad. A lot of those things you should be doing. But what I'm saying is you waking up as a person, those that purpose is given to you on a daily basis. Your purpose that day when you wake up today may be a totally different purpose than what it needs to be next week.
Right.
Because you may need to switch your focus on certain things, right? In
That's
order to
real. That's real.
in order to achieve certain goals, bro, in order to like get certain things accomplished at that time. You may be on a purpose for a year, bro. You may be on a 7-year purpose. You may be on a 3-year purpose. You know, your motivation may change. So I'm reading these definitions again. Your your uh your motivation may change, your intentions of different things may change, and that's just everyday life. Your objectives of what you want to do in the next 6 months or what you want to do in the next 7 months. But the ones that you have to be obedient to, you got to be obedient to the ones that's God telling you what to do. When you start to be obedient to the ones that's man telling you what to do, yeah, it's gonna be around here like a dog chasing his
That's a
tail.
great way to put it.
Hey, listen,
That's a great way to put it.
listen.
You're gonna be
Life,
chasing your tail, bro.
life has lifed as
Nigga,
much as
life,
it's gonna life
nigga,
me.
life gonna start life, bro, and then
Like
shit,
I am
you gonna look
definitely
up. It's 10
walking
years later.
in my purpose for real now. Because like I said, bro, when I wake up, I know what I got to do. As soon as I get out of bed, bro, I know what I have to do for the day. Like it's already laid out, and it's up to me whether I'm gonna do it or not gonna do it, man. But we have officially reached. I think this is the first time I've reached the hour on here. You know what I mean? So I am grateful. You know what I mean, for y'all joining in with me, coming in and just helping me continue to walk in my purpose. I like how I did that. I like how I did that. Now, Kayla, I do got a few niggas I still got to tap out. Hey, you know who you are. I'm going to tap you out. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll get back. Hey, I ain't. He ain't through with me yet.
No, listen,
Pull up.
that's
He
part
ain't
of your
through with me
purpose.
yet. God damn it.
That's part of the
Some of
purpose,
these app,
bro.
man. But again, man, the everyday purpose, and again, the point of this is really, man, I'm just trying to do something where I can put everything I got going together on one platform. And right now, this feels like the best way to do it. And the reason why I called it the everyday person is because I mean most of us are really living the same life with the same struggles. We just overcomplicate things. Like there are more normal people than superstars. It is what it is. Everybody really is maybe 1 or 2 checks away from running in somebody's house and taking something. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
all live in the same struggle, man. We do need each other. Like no matter how it is or what they tell you, we do need each other, man. So again, I appreciate y'all being on here with me. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm doing 30 days of something every single day. I don't care if I'm talking about
Hey,
goddamn how Dragon Ball Z made me feel growing up.
Kevo,
I'm talking
hey,
about
Kevo,
something every day for the next 30 days. So, LeBro, appreciate you. You got anything you want to say? Anything you want to shout out? Put in the chat for somebody.
I was gonna say let everybody give a shout out. Hey, Kevo, you gotta let everybody know what you bringing together. You said everything together. Just shout out what you bringing together on the
Oh, so that's
platform.
the LouginMalena clothing line, of course. We got the sip and shoe where we talk about the shoes. We talk about the liquor and things we drink. And I have the LouginMalena media where we finna get ready. And G has came up with some an amazing idea, and we finna put the visuals down to that. You know what I mean? We got Magic. What is the name of your podcast you're doing?
Perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have topics. There's so many different topics
Right.
of things that we need to talk about that's going on in our lives every single day. So it's gonna be a crossing perspectives. Everybody got a perspective.
Look at what this nigga Jesse talking about. So my boy said he got some it. He's a host. Just you and I promise.
Gossip that is crazy.
That
That is
is
nuts. That
insane.
is nuts. Hey Trina, I definitely appreciate you joining in. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Trina, that's my
we got
dog right
Jesse got to
there.
hop on next time. I don't care
Yeah,
what he
Joe,
talking
what you
about.
got
Yeah,
going on?
Jesse
What's
I'm
the
saying
playing.
in the
message
chat.
for the
If
day?
you don't hop in next time, we just gonna call him chat. Every
Yeah,
time Jesse say
Joe,
something, say chat,
Joe,
yeah.
chat
But
speak.
yeah,
Joe,
Joe,
what,
what you got going
Joe, what
on?
you got, Joe?
Well, I like what you're doing right now, Keith. I feel like you're gonna build a great community. Everybody can tap in, relate to every topic that you come up with. It's gonna be something. It's gonna turn into something great. I really believe that. Compared to everything else you're doing, even though everything you touch is successful and in all your endeavors, right? Whether it's you and G
That's
or
what's up.
Magic or with Lil Ben or Lou, you know what I mean? So, but this is going to be the biggest thing because we're connecting with not only the people that we know, with other people, right? In this particular world that we in right now, YouTube, right? And it works off the algorithm. And so, and I also want to say, everybody in the chat, like, share, and subscribe. Let's build this community and make it great, like it's supposed to be and like it's going to be, right? We're gonna
Yes,
put it
sir.
in. We're gonna put it out there in the atmosphere because the power of your tongue is very powerful, right? If you say it, you speak it, then you believe it, right? That's what the Lord ordained for us to use. You know what I mean? So, um, I just want to give a shout out to you. I'm working on some stuff on my side too. I'm gonna give me a podcast. I'm trying to get a good name. It's not Case Things Cool, but I'm gonna do something different, right? So
Do
I'm
your
just
thing,
getting my
bro.
my room together right now. Just ordering a little
You
stuff.
got it, Joe. You sent Joe sent me all the equipment to get. And nigga said, hey, you need to upgrade your mic, nigga. But this mic I got from Jesse, they came over and just gave it to me and said, you'll figure it out.
Hey,
That's
yeah,
exactly
Yeah,
what it
that's
got. Nah, I'm
dope.
not lying to you. Nigga, here, I'm
That's
bringing you the
dope.
mic. We'll figure it out. That's crazy.
yeah.
Okay,
Now
Lou,
mic
what
sounds
you
clear.
got to say to the people, my boy?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, follow me on what it do, K Lou, on all things creative. To design, part of the team. Mostly behind the scenes, doing something with this guy over here, or this one down there.
Shit with everybody.
So yeah,
That's
with
cool.
all y'all,
And LeBro, you blessed us today, and I definitely appreciate you coming
knocked it
on and
out.
giving words of wisdom. So you take us out of here with a word of the day, Brody.
Yeah,
A
just
phrase
appreciate
or something.
man
Man.
being on and again, man, just community, man, brotherhood. Just want to leave everybody
Brotherhood.
with that. I'm telling y'all, bro, that's the most important thing that's out there. They give us all kind of ways to give us brotherhood, but you have a brotherhood like this to where it's actually organic, man. You got um you got young men now who've been knowing each other ever since that they were little boys. I mean, you can't get anything better than that. So just continue, man, pushing that positivity, challenging the minds of the people, man, the challenging the minds, the consciousness of the people to get them to really change their perspective on a lot of stuff. We just getting started and we got a long way to go.
Straight up. And tomorrow the topic is to crash out or not crash out.
Hey,
Cause I
nah, that's a pretty
Okay.
decent topic. We can do that. Let's do that.
Because if you crash
I
out,
don't
you
work
won't be in your
tomorrow.
purpose.
yeah, because
Yeah, nah, yeah, hey, no, real shit.
I'm
Nah,
not above the crash.
Oh, hey,
we
I'll
can
flip
make
this
that
whole
all right,
something.
goddamn car
all right.
over.
Since look,
We
I
can
I'll
already
make
flip
that
this
I already
whole
use my
something.
off
PTO
of the
for tomorrow
bridge
now.
around this
Hey,
bitch.
we can make
All
that
right, y'all,
something.
man. Say again, appreciate y'all joining in, and I'll be back tomorrow.
All
Yes,
right,
sir. Yes, sir.
love y'all. All right.
Love you.
I
Salute.
love you too.